what a difference a day makes. Yesterday, we saw temperatures get up to 75 degrees, and even for the past week, I think we've been spoiled by some unusually warm temperatures. We've been at or above average really for the past week, and we were on this steady warm up through yesterday, and then those temperatures just came crashing down today, and it has been a shock to the system. A beautiful sunrise this morning. Has been nice in terms of looking out the window. Once you stepped into it, that was when that cold air hit you. We're going to talk about these temperatures in just a little bit because it's pretty interesting, but our average high for this time of the year, 63, officially for today, 49, but I'll explain that one in just a little bit. Look at that record high, 80 degrees back in 1915, and not that far off from our record low of 24 degrees back in 1923. No precipitation officially, but I'm getting a little hopeful that we're going to see some winter weather in the terms of some snow flurries coming up in the next hour or two. So let's take a look at temperatures, because this is what I was just talking about. So our official high temperature was 49 degrees. Well, that happened just after midnight because that cold front came through, that cold air came rushing in and dropped our temperatures pretty fast. So this afternoon, we made it up to about 45 degrees. So our afternoon temperatures were a little bit cooler than our official high temperature because it happened right after midnight. We're sitting right now below freezing, right at about 30 degrees, and we are not done dropping. So a chilly day across the area. Mount Airy saw 42, 48 in Reedsville, Asheboro 52. But again, this can be a little misleading because some of these temperatures, just like at PTI Airport in Greensboro, were just after midnight. So our weather impact alert day continues into tomorrow. So it was cold today. It's going to be the same thing tomorrow with just a few exceptions. Cold air combined with windy. That means the wind chill becomes a factor. It's going to feel even colder. So another exception for tomorrow are those morning temperatures. We're going to get down to around 27 degrees, and that means we do have a freeze warning for tomorrow. So be prepared, just like what you saw today, very similar to what we're going to have tomorrow. So you know how you were dressed comfortably today. That's what you should do for tomorrow as well. Freeze warning is until about 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's when we'll start to see temperatures come above freezing. Snow showers have been up in the mountains. If you've been seeing any photos, it's been beautiful up there looking at it, but I'm sure being in it is not quite as much fun, but the pictures are nice. The winter weather advisory is through about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. We are not the only ones dealing with this unusually cold temperatures. That freeze warning all the way out to North Carolina coast, down through Florida, almost to central Florida, all of Georgia, portions of Alabama, Mississippi, even Louisiana. So this is very impactful for the eastern half of the United States. Davidson, Randolph County did see some snow showers earlier, but I'm having some hope. Let me show you what I'm looking at. This little band that shows up right here at the end, this does have some flurries in it. The question is it making it down to the ground? The problem is the air is pretty dry, but if it comes through the atmosphere with enough force and with just enough moisture, it can overcome those dry temperatures. And so I'll be interested to see if they are seeing flurries, but this is moving to the east. So our chance of seeing some form of snow will be for the next couple of hours, but don't expect any impacts. It's not going to accumulate on the ground. Ground temperatures are just too warm because of all those warm temperatures we've been seeing lately. Charlotte also saw some snow showers earlier today, those flurries, and that's moving off to eastern North Carolina. But here is that northwesterly flow, and you can see that band of snow showers making its way through. Again, the question is how much of that is actually making it to the ground, because it's cold. It's 30 degrees, but the air is dry. That dew point 13, that's pretty low. It's breezy as well. Winds out of the west-northwest of around 16 miles per hour. In Burlington, you're sitting at 32 degrees. It feels like it's 24 with those wind speeds of around 10 miles per hour. So across the area, we're seeing a few more clouds and temperatures below freezing in most area. Reidsville 31, 32 over in Burlington, Danville sitting at 32, Wilkesboro at 30, and Jefferson chilly 19 degrees. And then this has been my favorite map today, comparing today's temperature to what it was just 24 hours ago. Right now, we're looking at about 25-degree temperature change. Earlier today, it was about 35-degree difference. I told you this is a fun map to look at. I could not wait all weekend. I knew I was going to show this map today because it does show the story, how much of a dramatic change we have seen with these temperatures. And if you look at the eastern half of the United States, you see most of us are seeing that cold air. It has just driven down from Canada and impacted the eastern half of the United States. So here's why we are seeing such cold temperatures, and it has to do with the upper level pattern. The jet stream really divides that cold temperatures up to the north from the warmer temperatures down to the south. So because it has dipped so far to the south, all that cold Canadian air has been allowed to come and infiltrate our area. But as you notice, by Wednesday, it lifts up to the north, so now we're back in that warmer sector. So the cold temperatures will continue tomorrow, but by Wednesday, we're actually back to average temperatures. Oh, it's showing some snow on here, but again, this is just flurries. It'll be fun to look at if you're still up and watching, but by tomorrow morning, it's gonna be cold, about 27, 28 degrees. Lots of sunshine though, but warming up, not very much. We'll be back in the mid and upper 40s for high temperatures. Here's another fun one to think about, a little weather math for you. So yesterday we saw that high of 75. Tomorrow morning, if we get down to 27, that means in about 36 hours, we would have dropped 48 degrees. And that is why we had this as our weather impact alert day, because it's such a dramatic change and unusual for this time of the year. That northwesterly flow behind the cold front that moved through yesterday bring us that cold, dry, and even windy conditions. Again, we're keeping this in the forecast again for tomorrow, but with high pressure in control, we'll keep it sunny, but it's going to start to bring us more of a southwesterly flow. That's going to bring us more warmer air, which means by Wednesday, we'll be near average. But tomorrow, another cold one, so be prepared for that. Morning lows in the 20s, and by the afternoon, only mid and upper 40s, which is pretty much what we saw this afternoon to kind of help you prepare. So as you can see, we're going to be looking at those high temperatures, mid and upper 40s across the area. Up in Boone though, 34, so another cold one up in the mountains. It's going to be windy as well. What that means is it's going to feel even colder. Morning lows, we've been talking about those below freezing temperatures. Well, with the wind chill, it's going to feel like it's down into the teens, and by the afternoon, even though highs will be in the mid 40s, it's going to feel like it's in the 30s by tomorrow afternoon. Here's a little reality check for you. Our average high is 63, and with today and tomorrow, we're running about 20 degrees below average, but Wednesday and Thursday, back to where we should be, and by Friday, we're a little bit above, and a sneak peek of the weekend forecast, it gets even higher. So if you don't like the cold weather, I have good news for you. Take a look at our futurecast. You can see at about 11 o'clock trying to bring that band of snow through. We saw that on the radar. The question is how much from the upper level actually makes it down to the ground. That's what we're going to be watching. 20s in the morning, and then in the afternoon, again, we're only going to make it into the mid and upper 40s. And as we head into Wednesday, you can see from the wind direction coming out of the southwest, that's going to bring us that warmer temperature. And so by Wednesday afternoon, we're going to be back into the 60s, which is pretty much where we should be for this time of the year. Cold morning start for tomorrow, 27. It's going to be chilly as you head out the door. That's even colder than what we saw today. Right now that the sun has gone down, I've noticed winds have come down as well, but we saw wind gusts today up around 25, 30 miles per hour across the area. So combining that with those cold afternoon temperatures, you felt it almost down to your bones. But we're not done with the wind. It's going to stay windy tomorrow as well. Look at future wind gusts of 15, 20, even 25 miles per hour coming up for tomorrow. And then Wednesday, still keeping it a little breezy as well. It's going to feel like it's much colder. Overnight tonight, we have our eyes to the skies to see if we can get some snow flurries, but freeze likely in the morning, 27 degrees. For tomorrow, windy and cold, 46. Back to the 60s for Wednesday and Thursday, and by the weekend, we could see 70 by Sunday.